you're paying to stay on property, and you're paying a little bit extra for the Disney magic in each resort. So I'm gonna share with you what you can actually do at these Disney resorts. It's not just for sleeping and then going off to the park. There's a lot of magical hidden gems at the resorts that you guys need to know about and that Disney doesn't really fully announce. Family, today is an important video because we can't stress to you guys enough that are planning a Disney vacation on how important a resort day actually is. If we're staying at Disney for more than 4 days, we try to take at least one resort day or at least a half a day. For our shorter trips, we don't plan a full day because the kids like to go into the parks, but we will try to, especially when it's hot out, like during the summer, we'll spend the hottest parts of the day at the resort, in the pool, hanging out, chilling, catching up on our sleep because there is a lot of running around. But for our longer stays, we tend to take at least one full day. The Disney resorts have so many activities and so many things to do that Disney doesn't really fully announce. And I don't know why, because we have found some really magical hidden gems hanging out at the resorts. So let me tell you a little bit of what there is to do at a Disney resort. Every Disney resort has a pool, and here in Florida, it's hot. So hanging out at the pool is a great way just to kind of recoup from your previous days at the parks. That's one of our favorite things to do. So that is one of our main things that we like to do, is to utilize the pool. Spending some time at the pool is definitely a must-do. Another thing that they do, usually it's around the pool, but Disney has activities throughout the resorts, like Pop Century, Port Orleans, both French Quarter and Riverside, and a few others. They have scavenger hunts that are throughout the year. I had no idea. We kind of fell into it, and that was so much fun. And you do the scavenger hunt on your own time, and you get a little treat or reward at the end. And I thought it was just something that was extra special to pass the time on a day off from the parks. Also, if you are a DVC member or you're staying on points, some of the DVC resorts have community halls. Bay Lake Beach Club, Saratoga Springs, Old Key West Resort, Animal Kingdom Lodge. I know I'm missing a few, but those community centers and community halls are open to DVC guests. We have rented points and we're able to utilize the community halls. So if you are staying on your own points or you're staying on rented points, you can go and utilize the community hall. Another thing, especially if you're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, the lodge has so much to do and they're free. So many activities, free activities for the whole family. The kids can get involved. There is food tasting at Boma and Jiku. I would recommend that for anybody. So that is something else that you should definitely look into. You don't have to go into a park to find the fun and find the magic. So whatever resort that you're staying at, try to do some research, look on YouTube, look on our channel. We have a lot of different resort specific vlogs that we try to show you all the different types of activities. And if you have a question about your resort, leave it in the comments below, and we most likely have either done it or stayed there, and we maybe know a little bit more and can help you if you are planning a resort day. Another thing that the resorts do offer is Movie Under the Stars. Every single Disney resort offers Movie Under the Stars, and when you check in, you do get a little pamphlet in your room, or when you check in at the front desk, of the movies that are playing for that week and the days that you're staying there and the times. Some of them also offer roasting marshmallows, and I think that's a great little activity too. Another good reason to take a resort day and a non-park day is to just recoup and relax and unwind. Even if it's for a half a day, I think it's just so needed. We're fortunate enough to have annual passes and we can go to the parks really anytime. But we did one trip where we went to the parks 4 out of the 5 days and it was exhausting. And I reminded myself of why it's important just to take a day off from the parks. So unwinding, you are going to thank yourself for doing it, especially going into the next day if you have a full day of running around in the parks. It's just so important to even just take a moment and reflect on your vacation so far, because it goes by so quickly, and before you know it, you're back at home and you're like, I gotta gather my thoughts. So at least you have a moment, a day, a half a day to just recoup and think back of what you've done so far and maybe plan a little bit more if you haven't for the next upcoming days. So I hope you came across this video in your planning, your Disney planning process, and I hope that you found it helpful, and hopefully you found the importance of adding a day at the resort, a non-park day. Disney is really great about the details that go into the resort, so even just walking around and really just exploring your resort is it's very important. You're spending your money there, you're spending your time there. It's nice to know where you're staying and explore where you're staying. I want to know, when you're planning, do you go to the parks every single day, or do you find it important to have a resort day like us? Leave it in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe so you are part of the Neverland family every Thursday. Bye guys.